Hey y'all, good morning. Well, yesterday, Sunday, Judd and I got back from our trip to go see his family in North Florida, which was a ton of fun. But even though I slept for like 15 hours when we got home yesterday, I'm just worn out from the travel. Did my best to like put myself together this morning to look alive. I'm here with my mother. Thank you so much for driving me. I'm just not feeling well. I have a feeding tube with me. Comes in this box, supplied by my home health company. Because I have an appointment with my surgeon this morning. I need to get my feeding tube changed. I do it about every 3 months. This one's been a little more than 3 months, but it's fine. And because of the type of surgery I got and the tube I have, I don't need imaging or sedation for tube changes. It's great, super easy in and out. And I can actually do this myself at home, but for me it feels very weird. It does not hurt, but it feels odd, and I don't know, I just prefer my surgeon to do it, especially because I know if something happens to go wrong during the tube change, at least my surgeon's right there. So anyways, just a quick office visit to get my tube changed, and then it's definitely going to be a rest day. Oh, we got Hippo. Hippo's tired too. Alright, so we are removing the water from the balloon in the tube. I've sanitized my hands, don't worry. Pull it out. You'll see the stoma that goes to my intestine, and then my awesome surgeon's just gonna put in the new one. Alright, ready?
Ready.
Out. Oh, I'm leaking. Thanks. Oh, that feels weird. So she just use a stylus, stick it in, and then we're gonna get more water to inflate the new one. Thank you.
Feels okay?
Yep, perfect. Got my tubey pad back. This one has Minnie Mouse. And there we go.
Ta-da!
It wasn't that bad, was it, Mom?
Hmm?
It wasn't that bad.
No.
Okay, y'all, I am back home from my surgeon's office, and it's a very tricky car ride. I was trying not to puke the entire time. I don't really know what's happening. Sometimes when I wake up in the mornings and I don't feel very well, the more I'm awake, the better I start to feel, but that's not happening today. I'm feeling more and more nauseous. My stomach is actually a bit distended, so I'm having abdominal pain there, and I'm so worn out. It's from the travel. A lot of fun, and I know and understand these repercussions are gonna happen, but I just don't feel well, so I'm gonna get into my PJs and give my body what it needs, which is rest. But I plan to pick up the camera in a few hours because I want to kind of explain to y'all more about my feeding tube. So let's take a bit of a rest. Hey y'all. So I did not pick up the camera again yesterday. Honestly, yesterday sucked. And I'll give you a bit of an update now since I am thankfully feeling better. But do y'all ever just feel like sometimes, just for the past several days, I've just felt like a total mess. And I think I'm finally coming out of it. But anyways, yesterday I woke up not feeling well, but I was able to manage my visit with my surgeon to change my feeding tube. That went as planned with no issues. And you know, I was gonna demonstrate with an old feeding tube that's been cleaned, don't worry, how the exchange works and give you all a little more information. I didn't feel well enough to do that yesterday. I don't feel well enough to do it today. I'm just trying to update y'all and get the vlog up. Probably gonna be late, but whatever. If you want more info on my feeding tube, check out my feeding tube playlist. There's lots of good info there. But anyways, my surgeon noticed I didn't look all that well asked how I was. I said, honestly, feeling run down, could be repercussions from the trip we just had, random flare up, but nothing too concerning. I feel fine. She's, anything new bothering you? And I hadn't put much thought to it, but the past week or so, I've had excessive thirst. I've been extremely thirsty, can't quench my thirst, drinking tons of water, and even though I'm doing a lot better GI wise and I can eat and drink a lot more, the amount of water my brain thinks I need is way more than my stomach can handle. So it's been trying to find a balance of quenching this really annoying thirst but not drinking so much water that I make myself sick. I just told her, like, it's this weird thing. I haven't thought much about it. And she ordered me some testing at Quest Diagnostics, so like a urinalysis, some blood work, because Quest is in the same building she's in. After my appointment, I was gonna go there, get that done, but it was Monday morning and I didn't have an appointment because it was sent over last minute, and the wait would have been like an hour in a packed waiting room, and I felt so nauseous. I was sure I wouldn't make it without vomiting. So we decided to not do Quest. I was gonna make an appointment, go back later that day. Also made an appointment with my primary care doctor for today, actually in a few hours. But when I got home, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna rest a bit, then I'll, you know, get done what needs to be done today. And gosh, y'all, I just started feeling worse and worse. And Harlow began to alert me and like plant herself basically on top of me, like, hey, something is wrong. I'm like, oh, thanks, Harlow. Yeah, I'm quite aware that something is wrong. And then suddenly I got horrible vertigo, which I never get. Vertigo is the type of dizziness where, like, typically if I'm dizzy, I'm lightheaded and off balance. Vertigo is where literally it looks like everything is spinning around you. It is so nauseating and disorienting. Ugh. I fell to the floor. I dropped my phone when I fell. And I'm trying to get to the bathroom because I know I'm gonna hurl, but Harlow's like, alarming. Oh no, human, you do not feel well. Do not move. I'm like, Harlow, get out of my way. I'm gonna puke on the carpet. So, come here. I love you very much, but oh, Vegas stretch, you're so cute. Anyways, I got to the bathroom. Harlow laid with me in there. I could not get myself up because literally everything was just spinning. I was puking nonstop, and I know I needed to call for help. Chad was at work, so I was like, oh, my mom doesn't go to work for another few hours. I told Harlow to get it. She is not trained to get my phone, but I hope she would realize what I wanted. So I like pointed out of the downstairs bathroom, like, Harlow, get it. Because that's her command to retrieve something. So she brought me something. The first thing she brought me was one of my slippers. I'm like, no, Harlow, go get it. Because she doesn't know phone specifically, which now I realize it would be a good task to train. But she saw my phone was nearby and like on the floor, and I think it connected. So thankfully she brought me my phone, called my mom. My mom came over. I was literally puking so much and so disoriented from the vertigo, I couldn't get off the bathroom floor, but she brought me my IV therapy stuff so I could start that. Thank goodness, you know, I was accessed. Thankfully, I was able to run some fluids and push some IV meds, and that helped. My mom got me back to the couch. I seemed to stabilize a little bit more, and then she took me up to bed, and that's where I stayed pretty much the rest of the day. So yeah, yesterday was, it was a mess. I felt terrible, and thankfully I'm feeling better now. Thankfully, my godfather, who I'm not sure if y'all have met, he is now actually rooming with my mom for the next few months because he's doing a job here for the next few months. My hair is such a mess. And so my godfather is gonna take me to my primary this morning, and I don't know, yesterday was just weird. Like, those aren't my typical symptoms, and it's just so bad. But feeling better today. I'm not overly concerned. I don't think anything's like wrong. I just, you know, the only predictable thing about chronic illness is that we know it will be unpredictable. But just to be safe, I'm gonna see my doctor. They'll probably get the testing done at Quest. If anything, I would suspect the start of maybe a small UTI, something throwing my body off, or I just need rest. But I'm okay now. On a happier note, I was watching The Masked Singer on Hulu all day yesterday because I was stuck in bed. I love that show. Lauren, got us hooked on it when we were visiting them in Tallahassee this past weekend. And this isn't any spoilers. For those of y'all who are watching it, I think that the peacock is Neil Patrick Harris, and I freaking love NPH. So I'm really excited to see if it's him. And tell me who y'all think the peacock is, because that's by far my favorite. But if you're not watching it, I suggest you do, because it's a pretty entertaining show. So anyways, that's my update for y'all. Yeah, things got really tough yesterday, but I am okay. Definitely taking it easy today. My hair's a mess. I feel dirty, and I was like, you know, I gotta push myself a bit and try and take a shower, because I didn't take one yesterday, and after you're like puking all that much, you just feel gross. And then I turned on the faucet and our water's shut off. They have emergency water repairs until like 1 p.m. today, so I was like, it's a sign. Just go to your doctor's appointment and chill, because your body needs it. So that's my update for y'all. I will see you tomorrow, and with that, Hippo and I will say goodbye, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.